Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of Coffee Talk. I'm Dennis Gebhardt, and we have our special guest today with us, Sandra Avilia, out of Turlock, California. Sandra, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dennis. I'm great. How are you?
I'm excellent. You know, I'm so glad to have you on here today because you and I have a lot of history. We've been associated with each other for many, many years, so I'm just so excited that you're part of our Coffee Talk today. Michael, I'm excited that we have Sandra here, and I know you're going to enjoy chatting with her.
Yeah, I have gotten to know Sandra. I talked her through an hour of her journey for a girls' weekend until she couldn't get reception anymore, and then we have to end that conversation.
I hate it. Technology is wonderful, and then it sometimes turns around and throws you a curveball.
Because God's way of saying, you know what, Michael, Sandra, you have talked way too much.
Well,
That's probably true.
Yes.
probably. Anyway, so I've been, like I said, I've been so, getting to know all the new people that have joined our team, and it's been very, very fun. So, Sandra, if you don't mind, we're going to start the questioning.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun. Just the
Right.
facts. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
So, can you tell our friends, fans, and followers how did you get into the business? When? Why? All of that. A little history about yourself, darling.
Sure. Great question. You know, I was not a great student in high school. One, I was a bit social, and two, we moved around a lot. So I feel like I really didn't get a strong foundation to have my confidence. So I just didn't feel like I was prepared for college. And I had a friend who I went to church camp with said, hey, I'm going to cosmetology school. So I originally joined cosmetology school to be an esthetician. And I got quite a few months in there, and I'm looking around and everyone's so creative. And I listened to one person that said, get out of the esthetician class. It's never going to amount to anything. Spas are going nowhere. 1987. So I jumped ship, got hair, and for the first time, I felt smart. For the first time. Like, I felt like everyone else around me was dumb because I got it that much. And it was a great feeling. So I knew I was in the right path.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like me too. I was not a good student in high school, but I mean, I was on the honor roll in cos school. You know what I mean? Like, I got 100 on all the tests, and
Yeah. The first test I freaked out on because I had never done well on a test. And when it came back an A, I was dumbfounded. I didn't know I had that ability. What I learned was give me something that I understand and that's important to me, and I will excel in it.
Right. Well, and if you're interested in it, even is a huge thing. So for all of you out there that are in cos school and it doesn't interest you, might be a sign.
Find your passion. It'll be easy.
Yep.
Right. You know, my wife always said she never worked a day in her life because she's passionate about this business.
Amen.
And,
yeah. Completely agree with that.
There's days when she gets tired because she's seen some people, but she never feels like it's work. So
right. And that's how any career should feel.
Right. Well, Sandra, when you're doing something that's passionate, that you're passionate about, I find that sometimes what makes it interesting is to find out what you draw on as inspiration. You hear in our business, we always talk about inspiration. So where does your inspiration come from? What inspires you?
This question always boggles me. I'm always in awe of people like, I stepped outside and I saw a tree and I thought, oh my God, I thought of this color.
Yes.
That's not me. I draw from people. I draw from bad hair. I walk around. I'm like a bad hair magnet. You need my card. You need my card. I want to do your hair. Honest to God, people inspire me. They either inspire me to not be like them and do better, or they inspire me just to be like them. I really get my energy from people.
I think that's great.
So when my clients are in my chair, I draw off of them, whether it's emotional, it's hair, it's anything. It's people, not a coloring book or anything like that.
Okay, great. Well, that's great, because I think that sometimes, especially new people in this business, and you might agree with me, is that they hear people talk about being inspired and the same conversation. I walk outside, I saw this beautiful autumn tree and the leaf colors decided, that's what I decided to do. And new people in this industry that maybe aren't inspired that way, they get depressed. They start going, well, maybe I don't have it, because I look at a tree, I see a tree. I don't see anything about hair.
That way for years. You would hear all these great artists being like, I just sat down, I started drawing, and I came up with this. And I draw it, and it looks like a 3-year-old drew it. So I draw a lot of inspiration for many people. So, take what inspires you. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it keeps you moving forward. It really stay moving forward. That's
profound. Great statement. Thank you.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. So I'm going to ask you, what has been either your biggest pitfall or a challenge that you've had in the industry over the years?
Pitfall would be me. I think I'm my worst enemy, as most of us are. But challenge, I was discussing this with my daughter today. And, I had my list, trying to stay busy. Now I'm too busy, trying to find balance. And she goes, no, Mom. She goes, you've worked really hard to stay current, to stay inspired. And I thought, I think for me, that's been the most challenging is, we feel like we hit this plateau, we're moving, and we hit a plateau, and we're like, now what? So she brought out to me, when you're feeling stagnant, you change salons, you go to classes. I've traveled everywhere for classes. I tried new techniques with failure. And she said, that's what keeps you inspired, is you are always trying just to better yourself. And that's what keeps me going. That's how I'm almost 28 years in this industry. I still feel like the day I started, I still get excited. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing. My newest is just balance. I have such a booked appointment for so long. Now I'm trying to figure out, wow, I finally achieved what I wanted. How do I balance this?
Right.
So I think our challenge change.
Well, what I find interesting, Sandra, is that we just did an interview with another one of our artists for the program, and she shared the same thing. Like you recall, she said it was a series of reinventing herself and staying current, and that's what kept her inspired, and understanding that, it's never an end. It's a series of new beginnings.
It is.
For those people that are watching this that have been around in this business as long as, 29 years is a long time in this industry.
I started when I was 10.
Yes. And I was 3, because I'd have to change my age a lot.
I actually did start when I was 3.
Okay, that's Barbie's hair. That's not even relevant here.
Oh, no, I did my grandma's hair.
Oh.
Every day during Young and the Restless.
Oh, Lord.
I started at 3, started brushing her hair. She loved to have her hairbrush. And by 5, I was literally wet setting her on her brush rollers.
What a great story.
Well, you're just a little prodigy, aren't you?
Oh, I was braiding my horse's tail. Does that count for anything?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Maybe we should call him Beethoven, Sandra.
And I've colored a horse before.
I bleached a cow's tail. When my
I colored a dog.
Do you remember that? I bleached it out. It was yellow from poop, and I'm like, that hair can't be.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we've colored dogs. Our boy Quentin, he's a black Newfie, and it's been known that he's been colored before he goes in the show ring. We're not the only ones that do that, but creates an amazing. So, does that count? Coloring a dog like a horse? Great. So, Sandra, I have a question for you because you've had this much time in the industry. Let's play Back to the Future. Imagine that you could go back and visit your 20-year-old self. If you were to give that 20-year-old some advice of all the things that you learned, what special piece of advice would you share with that person?
Oh, that's deep. My 20-year-old self, if I cry, Dennis.
Well, well, we know that.
Okay, I cried over Lisa's story in the last one.
I think we always look back and wish the wish. So I would tell my 20-year-old self, you're going to be okay. You're really going to be okay. 2, you're smart. I was never told that. And I think it took me about 30 to realize I am not dumb. Just because I didn't learn traditionally, I am smart.
Right.
So I'm going to be okay. You're smart. And a little vanity, keep your sit-ups going because it's not good once you get past 40.
They didn't tell us that when we were 20, right? They didn't tell us that when we were 20.
No one told me I should keep my sit-ups going.
There you go. Wow, that's great. Absolutely. I think sometimes, you know, especially young people that are coming out of school today in our industry, I think sometimes they need that support. They need to hear from people that have been in the industry for a while that even though it may look like things are a little, you know, not happening for you right now, you have to keep at it, you know, and know that you're going to be okay.
Well,
go ahead, Michael.
The only time you fail is when you quit.
That's right.
You know, if you don't ever stop trying, you know, the law of average is that you'll probably do something correct if you just keep doing something.
Well, and mistakes aren't mistakes if you learn from them.
That's right.
Well,
even look at our worst colors. We thought we would die. We were never going to get it. But we learned from it. Never made that mistake again. You know, hopefully we learn from that. But also something I've learned is always have someone ahead of you in life and someone behind you. So a mentor and mentoring, whether it's for life or for work, just somewhere where you know you're going and where you've been from, you know, where you came from. It's really important to have your sandwich between someone ahead of you and below you.
Sandra, I think that's a huge piece of information. Absolutely. Because, you know, that keeps you inspired, learning from your mentor, and it keeps you inspiring the people that are learning from you.
Absolutely.
And it continues that passage of knowledge. Yep. And I think that's so important. So that was profound. Thank you for that. Michael.
One thing that I always say is I can't keep what I'm not willing to give away. So that leads me to my next question for you, Sandra Avilia. I've been practicing your name.
You guys make my last name so fancy. You want to know how I say it?
What?
Avila.
Oh, okay. Well, that's almost like Siri says it.
Avila.
Well,
it's simple. But I love how you guys say it. It makes me sound so regal.
Well, you are regal, darling. So what's your biggest lesson that you've learned in the salon profession? Or I guess in life. I don't care how you answer it. What's your
biggest lesson? There's so many lessons. I feel like every day is a lesson. And I'm not being cliche. Every day I sort of reflect and it's a lesson. Whether, and you guys both know this, control my tongue. But I think my biggest lesson is be forgiving. I have to forgive others, but more about I have to forgive myself. I tend to be so hard on myself, and I'm like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have acted. I shouldn't have been the first one to dance on the table. I am who I am.
Whoa, back up. What did you say? Dancing on the table?
I didn't say that, did I? That was a glitch. I didn't say that.
Did you see Michael's eyes got big? He went, uh-oh.
A G-rated fun girl version of that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, I've been known to dance on a bar or two.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, I always second guess, like I should have. Just forgive yourself.
Right.
I think that's my biggest lesson. Forgive others and forgive yourself. Just
yeah.
Well, I think that's really interesting because I always say that is something that I would have told my younger self is to practice the art of forgiveness, both in other people and in you. Because
you know, when you forgive someone or something or whatever, it's not really, it's for you.
Right, and it's empowering.
Sometimes we get so stuck in our pride that we're not forgiving that person because they did me wrong. But they're gone. They don't even know that you're
right. And you can forgive something. That doesn't mean you have to forget what they did.
It doesn't mean you're gonna be a doormat again. Duh.
Right. And I always say, you know, I try to, you know, if I got mad at the person in front of me, I forgive them for being so stupid and not knowing how to drive.
Stupid is as stupid does. Just gotta accept it.
Yeah.
And for a long time, when I finally realized that, every night before I went to bed, I sit on the edge of my bed and I would go through a list of people that I wanted to forgive. And
it rolled out.
And I just kept saying it until I believed it and meant it. And
it's for you.
And now I do it immediately. You know, because you just can't hold that in because it's just such a negative impact on your life.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
So, wow. We're getting a little metaphysical here. That's pretty cool. That's
right.
Great.
Sorry.
All right. So, Sandra, tell us, what do you have planned for the gathering?
Well, definitely not getting up and dancing on a table. So.
Oh, darn it.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, I am all about salonable work, trying to save time, but still high impact color. So definitely some free form coloring. You know, we're leaving it open. I like to do a lot of foil free coloring, but that's not to say there won't be some foils and some techniques. Definitely just sharper techniques that we could save time in the salon.
Right.
Cool.
I love beautiful color and I love experimenting with color, and you know, that's going to be really fun. We're just going to be just a wheelhouse of learning that day, and I can't wait to share some of my experiences. And this is the beautiful thing about teaching. Even though I may be educating for an hour or two, what I get back, because people are like, have you thought of adding to that or doing that? And that's really the beauty of education. It's a shared community. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is really sharing with our community things I have learned and what you're going to teach me.
Well, you know, I love your perspective about making it salonable, because I think that you know, we've always believed that if you cannot get a return on your investment within the first 30 days that you attended an educational event, it's not worth the money you've invested. So I'm very excited to see what you bring to the table. I've already seen what you do, so I'm excited for the others to be exposed to.
I'm so honored. Thank you for asking me. I was really, really excited and shocked when you called me. I just was. I mean, it was just something like, oh my gosh, this is happening. So I thank you. I'm excited.
Well, Sandra, we're so excited to have you on the team. And, you know, you know, this last week has been such a huge week with the addition of Alan Benfield Bush.
Oh, how exciting is that?
Me?
That alone is worth our ticket price. We're just bonuses.
Right. Yeah, we're the side dishes. We've got a main entree.
So. I mean, that is phenomenal.
Yeah, and it happened so organically.
Yes.
I feel like organically. I mean, even with Dennis and I, you know, sort of resigned from doing teaching for a while. I was just taking a hiatus, and out of nowhere, Dennis calls. There was not a single bit of plotting or anything. Right. I love how organic it all happened.
And you know what? I think that is, it makes for the best relationships in business.
You bet.
When it happens like that. And I mean, you know, proof is in the pudding. I mean, Dennis and I happen organically. You know?
That sounds like we should cost more money because we're organic.
We should cost more money because we have at least one molecule of carbon.
Does that just mean you guys are sweeter?
Well, yeah, I guess, but it means that we spoil quicker, right? Is that what happens with organic things?
Get rotten really quick.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Rotten really quick. I do believe that.
Rotten really quick.
Well, listen, it has been great chatting with you. Thank you so much for joining us here on our little Coffee Talk program. You know that everyone who's watching this, they're going to enjoy their time with you. And we are very, like I've told everyone, we feel blessed that you're part of what we're doing.
Right.
It is truly a sharing event from the heart, and we're going to have a great time.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun. That's the best part. I love so much humor and fun to the class. It's just going to be, I know, 2 days of laughter and education.
You bet.
Don't miss it, guys. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we may even still have another surprise for everybody. So that's
I
cool.
love surprises.
You never know. You never know. So
Is it
listen.
in my driveway? Is it in my driveway with the bow on it? Can I go look now?
Oh, with a red bow on it?
And you get a car.
And you get a car.
car.
You get a car. Yeah.
Woo! I feel like I'm on Oprah.
All right, so listen, I want to wish both of you a happy day. Have a great day. And as I always say, I'm Captain Color. I'm out of here. How about you guys?
I'm out.
Have a good day.
All right, everybody. Bye-bye. See you all.
Bye.